Hey guys, Marcel here with another interview. I actually have the chance to talk about the man behind the curtains, about YoungBuck, the coach of G2 Esports right now. And I think a lot of people just want to know probably why do you think your team is so successful in the current LCS? Is it something that just clicked, and maybe you can share something with us that we didn't know yet?
Yeah, it's 100% the coach.
100%?
Yeah, 100%. No, I think from day one it really clicked well. The playstyles went really well together, and we just had to do really small improvements. And over the weeks in the LCS, I think we've been able to improve a lot. So here we are, a team that started out really strong is still growing. So.
So I just want to talk about your H2K game, where H2K seems to have like a really aggressive approach in the picks and bans. And what was your thought process? Like, did you know what they're gonna pick? Like, was it everything predicted and you just winged it and you got your champions, or what was like the thought process from a coach perspective behind the draft?
They threw us off a bit with the bans because we expected a brown ban, and we wanted to trade Corki or Poppy for Alistar and Gangplank. But because they didn't ban the brown, and through a curveball, we decided that we didn't want to trade 3 OPs for 2 OPs, so we banned out the Alistar ourselves, and then ended up trading 1 OP for 2 OPs ourselves. And from there on, we had the brown Gangplank, and we knew we were going for Siege. So we just rounded out with the Elise, and then they threw another curveball, picking the Queen top lane. Really unexpected for us, and we didn't really plan to play the Malphite there, but the Queen pick just, that was such an easy pickup.
So, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about Gangplank a bit, and I think teams are kind of at the point right now, 5 weeks into the split, where they say, hey, this guy has like probably no practice on this champion, but how's it for you guys? Do you still like get the chance to play this champion, or is it just like, hey, Gangplank is open, we just wing it and have to play it?
In this case, we didn't get to play it a single week. I don't think we've even played it for the last 2-3 weeks. So yeah, that is indeed a reason why people let it open. Small nerf, people don't get to practice it, and then we go on stage, and Perks says, when we talk about it, champions like that, he can play it, and then we just put a trust in him and we give it to him.
So of course, game things aside, people probably just want to know what your role is in G2. Is it like just picks and bans, or are you maybe more of a life coach, or are you just like maybe moral? Like, I know that a lot of former teammates of yours have said you're like a really positive player, you bring like really good mood into the team. Is it like something that maybe transitions from the coach to the players, and that's why you guys have like a really good atmosphere, or what's your like general attribute to the team right now?
I don't know if the atmosphere, the atmosphere is really good. I don't know how much I contribute to that, other than my "that's what she said" jokes. Other than that, I do a lot of pick and bans works, but in the end, we do have a discussion with the entire team where I show my ideas to them, and they can give me arguments for what should change. Other than that, I cook for them every day, twice a day actually, so that's pretty cool. I'm their gym trainer now as well, since last week, so I'm doing a lot of work right now.
So of course, you had your first coaching job over at Enemy, right, in North America, and that team is right now relegated probably. And what's your like general like change from like being from a relegated team to like the absolute top team in Europe right now? Is it like, do you think there's like a different approach in your coaching style, or is it just because you have like 5 different players to work with?
I think it's a little bit different because with this team we have a lot more time. And for the Enemy team, we just had to prepare for 1 best of 5. So we just had to prepare for 1 opponent, and it changed the way of training a bit. And I did learn a lot of things there, things that I wanted to keep in my coaching style, things I didn't want to do anymore. And now I'm here, and we're all doing a good job.
So 5 weeks into the split, you guys have played every single team so far. Do you think you have grown into like a coaching role over the 5 weeks already, like a bit more, or what's your general like? I would say, like, just how you progress as a coach. Is it like going good, or do you think you still have like a lot of room to improve?
It's hard to tell. I'm not getting a lot of feedback right now on what I can improve. The players sound happy, so that's all for now. There was some feedback in the early weeks about weird bans, we worked on that. And other than that, I think they're happy. I'm still learning as well. I try to learn from other coaches, from other sports, and things like that.
All right, you hear it. We have a background interview. Nice to hear like how things are outside of the player's perspective. And of course, if you want to check out more interviews, we have them coming up at theScore esports.com. Make sure to check them out, and see you next time.